I'm recording. Now, when you talk of finance, managing your money, we have various areas, right? We have corporate finance, and corporate finance is simply managing the finance of what? FM. Managing the finance of what? FM. Then we have financial economics. Financial economics is the study of financial systems. And when we break financial systems down, we are talking of financial markets and financial institutions. Okay. Then we have investment. Investment is committing your money into an asset, expecting what returns on it. Expecting what returns. So you commit your money into an asset. You have personal finance, that is managing your own finances or managing the finances of a household. Okay. Then we have public finance, that is managing the finance of governments. All right. Now we want to know the difference between finance and accounting. Mostly people think laymen think finance and accounting is the same. Okay. So we want to know the difference between finance and accounting. As a finance person, you should have a little knowledge on what accounting. You should have knowledge on accounting. Okay. But there are difference. Accounting information will help you to make decisions. It will help you to achieve some of your objectives. Okay. The first difference between finance and accounting is finance is forward looking and it's based on cash flows. Finance concentrates on future cash flows, right? As we are going to learn about learn about time value of money, and we will know that finance, we are normally interested in present value. We want to know the value of the money now. The value of the money now. So if you promise me you are going to give me 1,000 Ghana cedis by the end of the year, I will discount it down to know the value now. Okay. So we are interested in what? Future cash flows. Then accounting, that one is historical in nature, and they focus mainly on what? Profit. They focus mainly on what? Profit. Okay. Finance is also interested in raising funds and providing returns on investment or providing returns to investors, right? Okay. Corporate finance, the purpose is what? Maximize shareholders what? Worth. Corporate finance, the purpose is maximize shareholders what? Worth. Accounting is interested in providing accounting information to assist stakeholders in making decisions. Accounting, they have the number of people who are interested in accounting information are more. The aim is not only for shareholders, right? We have employers, we have creditors, we have suppliers. All of them need the accounting information to make decisions, right? Finance officer also need the accounting information to make decisions. Now, another thing that people confuse with finance is economics. Finance came out of economics, right? So it's just an aspect of economics. So as we said, finance is managing what? Money. Economics refer to how scarce resources are employed to satisfy unlimited wants. Okay, right. Okay, Now I want to talk a bit about corporate finance. Like I said, corporate finance is what? Managing the finances of a business with the sole aim of maximizing shareholders' worth, right? Now I want to see who is in charge when it comes to corporate finance. Who is going to manage that funds? Who is going to manage the finances of the firm? Is what? The role of what? A financial manager or a finance officer. Okay. These people, their role is to interact with the financial market. Why? In the financial market, they are able to raise funds through what? Shares and through what? Bond. So it's very important that they stay in touch with what? The financial what? Market. They control the resources of the firm. They have to make sure that at the end of the day, the resources are utilized in connection with the objective of the firm. That's their responsibility. They control the resources, how to use it, and how to what? Allocate it. One important concept at the corporate finance is financing decisions. Financing decisions. Now, if you don't decide how to use your money, it's like you're going to the market and you have 1,000 Ghana cedi. If you don't decide or if you don't plan what you are going to buy, you don't decide, just go and you start buying things. Especially in this economy, your cash will finish. You use up all your money and you wouldn't have bought the main things that you need. Okay. So the financing decision in finance, we have three financing decisions. We have investment decision being the first one, right? Now, in finance, the finance officer don't just get up and say, oh, I'm going to invest. To invest, he has to assess the cost and benefit of that investment. The cost and benefit of that investment. So you compare, is the benefit more than the cost? If the benefit is more than the cost, then you're going to choose that investment. One major analysis that is done under investment decision is capital budgeting. Capital budgeting is assessing a long-term investment to decide whether to invest or not. Okay. And for you to choose to invest, one main thing, what you should consider is the cost of the investment, the returns you are going to get on it. Are you going to make returns on it? Are you going to get some cash flows from it? And those cash flows you are going to get, is this good enough? Then you make your decision from there. We also have what? Financing decisions. Financing decision. Now, when we talk of financing decision, we are talking about being able to raise funds to finance the investment you want to make. Being able to raise funds to finance the investment you want to make. And how do you raise funds? Now, there are two main ways, the other ways, but the two main ways that firms raise funds, or finance officer or the board raise funds for a firm, is through shares and bonds. And we know obtaining shares is gaining ownership in a firm. And when it's bond, it means you are what? A bondholder. It means the firm is owing you, the firm is borrowing from you long term, and they are going to pay you interest, and they're going to also refund your principal amount to you. So What determines the financing decision of FM? The first one is risk, the risk associated with it. Now we know that bondholders have to be paid. The moment we say we are not paying bondholders, then it means we are declaring what? Bankrupt. They will declare as bankrupt. Okay? But shareholders, if you don't pay them, they can't do anything to you. So we see bond holding or going for debt as more riskier than what? The shares. So that will inform the decision. Another thing is the control. Shareholders, if they want to gain control over the firm, they don't want to lose their control, they rather prefer the firm go for what? Bond. Bond holders, they don't control. Their own thing is pay me and let me go. Right? If they want to raise additional shares, they are going to get additional shareholders. And the portion you have in, the control share you have in will what? Reduce. So these are some of the factors that inform what? Financing decision. Now, after financing the project and we get returns, we have to decide whether to pay dividends or not. But dividend decision, whether we should pay dividends or not. Okay. So first of all, what will inform dividend? The first reason is, do they have a project to undertake? If the firm has earned profit, if the firm has some return, it is for shareholders. But they decide whether to release it to them or not. The first thing that will inform you, do they have a project that they want to invest in? If there's a project they want to invest in, maybe they want to expand the firm or something, then they are not going to pay the dividend. If they have nothing doing with the money, they are likely to what? Pay dividend. Another thing they consider is tax. Tax. When you pay dividend, they take immediate tax on the dividend. Immediate tax on the dividend. And sometimes for shareholders to avoid that, they will prefer don't pay as dividend. Keep the money there and grow it what? Better for us. So the portion that government have taken as tax will be part of the money they will invest, and they will gain what? More. So it's what? If they want to avoid the immediate dividend, then they are likely to retain the money, not to pay dividends. Okay? All right. We have sources of what? Financing. Sources of what? Financing. We have internal and external. Internal is raising money from the what? The income, getting money from what? Funds from the income the firm has generated itself. And we have external. External is going out there to get funds, right? So going out there to get funds, they can go for bond, they can sell bond or what? Sell shares, right? So that is it. We are moving to the next page. Corporate firm. We cannot learn corporate finance without learning what? Corporate firm, right? When we talk of corporate firm, we are talking of a firm which consists of human, material, technology, and these things, they come together, interact to produce or sell a product or services for what? For profit making, okay? Or to maximize the worth of what? A firm. Now, I want to know the features of a corporate firm. Corporate firm is a combination of people, capital, technology, and material, right? A corporate firm is either producing or is selling goods or services. Are we okay?
No, please, I cannot hear you.
You cannot hear me. I'm saying that a corporate firm Are you okay? A corporate firm
Yes.
is either producing or is selling goods or services. Okay. The next one is that corporate firm operate on economic principles. Corporate firm operate on what? Economic principles. Please, if you are not hearing me, you tell me, okay? But we are not going back. Corporate firm
Okay.
operate on economic principles. Okay. And their objectives are all what? Economic based. All right. Now, we want to know the objectives of corporate firm. The objective. The main objective of a corporate firm is maximizing owners' worth or shareholders' worth. That is the main objective of a corporate firm. We have other objectives. In the midst of competition, in the midst of political instability, you have to just think of what? Surviving. That should be your objective. That the firm should what? Survive. Another objective is what? Optimum profit. Optimum profit. Then we can also have objectives that want to grow or expand the firm. Okay. Then either to perform social corporate responsibilities. We also have what? Legal requirements we must what? Meet. So all these are what? The objective of what? FM. All these are what? The objectives of what? FM. Are we okay?
Yeah,
Hello?
we're okay. Yeah, we're okay.
All right. I said the main objective of a corporate firm is what? Maximizing
Yes,
shareholders'
please.
worth.
Shareholders'
How do we
wealth.
maximize shareholders' worth? By being able to increase the value of what? The shares. By being able to increase the value of the shares. If we increase the value of the shares, the shareholders' worth will be what? Maximized, right? Now, how are shareholders rewarded? Shareholders are rewarded with what? Dividend and capital gain. That is the return they get on what? Investing in shares. So they are rewarded by what? Dividend and capital gain. So you have to see how you are going to maximize their dividend and maximize their capital gain. What is capital gain? It is the difference between what? The value of the share you bought and the price you are selling. So if you're able to sell more than the pricing is more than the price you bought it, then you have gained capital. Okay? Then you have capital gain. So if the share value increases, definitely a shareholder want to sell his or her shares will gain what? Will have capital gain, right? Also maximizing what? Dividend. That first of all, dividend, if dividend is increasing every period, then good, it's good, right? If dividend is consistent, it's good. Every period we are paid dividend, because if a firm doesn't pay dividend, a shareholder can do nothing about it. Okay, they cannot say they want to sell the firm's part of the firm's assets to get dividends. No, they don't do that. They are what? The owners of the firm. Okay. Now, we also realize that people confuse maximizing the wealth of shareholders with other objectives. They confuse maximizing the wealth of shareholders with other objectives, right? This because shareholders' worth maximization is vague. It's complicated in nature. In fact, it's very difficult to explain to people what you mean by maximizing shareholders' worth. Another reason is that it's not only shareholders who have interest in a firm. We have what? Other stakeholders who are what? Interested in what? The firm. So when shareholders are looking at maximizing their worth, they are also looking at something. For instance, an employee will be looking at what? Job security. The firm should perform so that he will have his work always, right? Supplier will be looking at your ability to what? Pay me when you buy on credit. Okay, so people have different objectives. Government is looking at make profit. Their profit is not their profit. What they are interested in is getting their tax. So when we talk of shareholders' worth maximization, they are not interested in that. They are interested in the firm should be able to pay tax to contribute to the development of the economy. Others, debtors or customers are looking at the business should survive so that the product will be supplied always will be supplied to them always. Okay, so people have different purpose for having interest in a firm. Now I want to know, can we compare maximizing shareholders' worth to maximizing profit? Or which of these is more important or should be something we should concentrate more on? Okay, now we ask ourselves, profit is declared every year mostly. So every period they declare profit, and normally it's yearly. Okay, it's yearly. Now we ask ourselves, this profit that is yearly is short-term objective. If a firm depends on short-term objective, will it survive in the long run? Will it survive in the long run? Okay. Now another problem with profit, apart from it being short-term objective, is that it is very difficult to quantify it. It is very difficult to quantify because factors that affect profit it's very difficult for you to take all of them into consideration when you are assessing it. Okay, when you are assessing it, hence it's very difficult to quantify it. So it will be very difficult for two auditors to go and audit financial statement of the same firm and will come out with the same results. They will come out with different results because the factors are difficult to assess, and even some of the factors that affect profits are not even taken into consideration. The next one is profits do not take risk into consideration. It does not take risk into consideration. Okay, another thing that people view as an objective of the firm and should be considered important is maximization of sales. Maximization of sales. Okay, maximization of sales. Now we are saying that sales may not necessarily aim at maximizing profit, because there are instances, for instance, if you are starting a new business, for you to survive or penetrate into the market, sometimes people go in with a reduced price than the normal pricing in the market. This is to attract customers, and when they come, some stay. Okay. So for a short while, the person will be willing to what? The firm or whoever is starting a business will be willing to what? Underprice his or a product to get what? More customers. Then the next one is sale targets could be disastrous if products are not correctly priced. Sometimes the product is not correctly priced. And it will go a long way to affect what? Profit. The next one is survival. Now you ask yourself, if you are working in a firm that is just surviving for a long time, the firm is just surviving, will you be happy with it? You'll definitely be looking for other opportunities somewhere, and when you get it, you will leave because there's no hope there. They say so surviving is not a satisfactory long-term objective. You can't decide to be surviving, only surviving. No. Surviving comes in when there is high competition, when there is political crisis, then surviving. Like when we talk of coronavirus, when coronavirus came, many firms were just surviving. Their aim then was to survive. And it was for a short period. It's not going to be forever. Okay. Then it is what? It can be accepted. So it can be accepted as what? A short-term objective, not long-term. All right. The next one is social responsibility. In as much as we want firms to be socially responsible, such as improving the working condition of their firm, that is not their main aim. They are doing social corporate responsibility in response to maximizing what? Shareholders' worth. Because if you're able to improve workers' working condition, they will stay and work. And when people stay, their skills, what? They enhance their skills and production increases, right? And the firm performs well. Then what? Some also sometimes provide what? Healthy products for what? Customers. If you provide healthy products for me, I'll come always to what? Buy. At the end of the day, you are making profit. Some also do their best to avoid environmental pollution. They take practice that will not pollute the environment. And logically, if a firm, you know that this firm is operating and it's not affecting what? The environment, you should what? Patronize from them rather than a firm that is what? Not what? That is polluting the environment. Okay. So that is it. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Doc.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Are we
well,
okay
can
to
hear
that point? Do we understand why the other objectives cannot be the main objective of a firm?
Yes, please.
Okay. So we want to understand factors that affect shareholders' worth maximization. We look at magnitude of cash flow. In finance, we are concerned. Our concern is with cash flow. Cash flow. You know that a firm can make profit and the profit and still be struggling and will collapse because probably the money is somewhere. Maybe they bought the product on credit. They recorded it and made profit, but they are not having cash to run the business. Okay. The timing of cash accumulated to the firm and rates associated with the cash flow. They are the factors that affect worth maximization. So if a finance officer wants to maximize worth, you have to consider what? These factors to what? Maximize what? Worth. Okay. Now I want to talk about financial market institution. I believe that Clement.
Yes, dog. Dog, I'm here.
You work in a financial institution, right?
Yes, please.
Is there any other person who's working in a financial institution? Hello? Who else
I
is
know.
working in a financial institution?
I think it's only Clement.
It's the only
Okay,
one.
so Charles, where are you working?
I am working with the church.
Pardon?
I'm a church man.
Okay.
I'm
He's a
working with the
Roman
church.
father.
Don't you manage the finances of the church?
He's a Roman father, so he's managing the church.
You don't manage the finances
Dog,
of the
I
church.
do. I do.
You have to go and manage the finances of the church because you're a finance expert. We need church.
Maybe
We
when
need
I'm
money to run church. So we
yes,
need proper
yes.
management of the finances.
Okay, so maybe when I'm done with the program, I will go and support them.
Well, I don't have background in finance yet.
I do.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, we have Charles here. The others.
Yes.
Solomon.
Solomon is
Yeah,
an
doc,
auditor.
yeah, doc.
You are auditor.
I'm an auditor. I'm an internal auditor.
Internal auditor. Okay.
Yes, doc.
So when I was saying when you go, you come in with different figures. You didn't talk.
Different word figures.
Yes, I said
Different reports, audit reports.
audit report. I said quantifying profit is difficult because
Yes, difficult, yes.
yeah. So and I said when two auditors go and assess the same financial statement, they will come out with different reports.
Different profit figures. That's true, doc. Yes. Because the accounting principles they apply differently.
Daniel, where are you working? Daniel. Is Daniel with us or Daniel I just put the thing on and
Daniel, you are playing music in the class.
yeah, Daniel.
Doc, I'm within a noisy environment. That's why I muted myself.
Okay, but you can hear me, right?
Okay, yeah, so I heard you.
What role does financial market or financial institution play in the economy? It's the question to all of you, not to Daniel.
The question is to me.
It's not only you, it's all of you. Anyone can answer.
Okay. Then let me try before somebody would say my point.
Okay.
Financial institutions play an intermediary role when it comes to the economy of a nation or a firm. And what do I mean by that?
Yeah, it's like you have said it all. It's like you have combined all the points.
Yes, he has combined all of them.
You have combined all the points.
Yeah.
Okay, then let me leave it for them to break it down.
You gave for them to break it down. So who is
yes,
going to break it down?
I'll just keep quiet. The rest of them they will share among themselves, dog.
Okay.
So who is breaking it down?
Okay. So, Doc, let me begin something small.
Okay.
I think with the financial institutions, primarily they serve as a source of financial security for people. People would put their money there, and then they feel okay. So one
their money is
safe. Yes, and then again, they are also able to give loans to people to run their business.
Okay.
So not only becoming security for them, they also help them in acquiring funds to run their businesses.
Okay, Clement.
Hello, Doc.
Credit union.
Yes, Doc.
People take that huge amount you take when someone take loan. That amount, the way it worries me. You know that when you go for loan, they will say processing fee. Processing fee that can cost 2,000, 5,000. Do you also take processing fee?
No, we don't take processing fee.
But is your interest higher than commercial banks?
No, our interest from my credit union, the interest is 18% per annum.
Oh, okay. Credit union normally charge less to
Yeah.
go there because it's members who come for what? The loan. Okay.
Yeah, the loans.
Okay.
Yeah. So
But
in the
Clement,
contribution of financial, how
Do you think?
financials markets.
I'm coming. Do you think banks are
Okay.
exploiting us?
yes, to some extent.
With that processing fee, they claim
Yes.
it's just 1%.
No, they are not. No, they are not exploiting us. What goes into that processing fee? What goes into that processing fee is that, there is an insurance component in that processing fee.
Okay.
There is an insurance component in the processing fee. So all loans by Bank of Ghana regulations are supposed to be insured.
Mm-hmm.
So when they give you a loan, they need to insure the loan, but it depends on the type of insurance that have been subscribed to. So in a credit union setting like this, because our credit union is a large credit union, we deal with fishmongers, businesswomen, and other. It goes beyond the university setting. So we insure them on death and disability. So if somebody comes for a loan and is on death and disability, the charges will be higher.
Okay.
So we don't take it as processing fee. We tell you straight that this is on insurance. Because there have been instances somebody have taken a loan to purchase a canoe, big canoe. He goes to the sea and never comes back. And the loan amount is about 500,000. How do we recover such amounts? So the insurance company comes in to pay the debt.
Okay.
So the detail of the processing fee,
Yeah.
that's what have not been well.
And I believe all the banks insure us on debt, because if not, if you get someone, because banks, I always say most banks now they take the minimum risk customers, because now
Yes.
they're saying if you are not taking regular
Salary.
monthly pay, they will not give you loan.
Yeah.
They are taking people on controller. Government workers. They will even tell them you are a business man, unless you say you are from, what's the name of this oil company? Oh, Newmont. Newmont, they can give them loan because they will pay. So they take the minimum risk. That the only thing that's left for them to insure us on is debt. And debt and what? So the bank also insure disability. Maybe if the person is disabled and the person cannot work again.
Yes. That means you cannot pay the loan.
I'll ask one of the students who work at commercial bank and see whether they insure us on disabilities.
Okay. For credit, we for our credit, we insure on death and disability. So the insurance component.
Do you have government workers there?
Yeah, we have government workers.
Monthly. Well, let me use this way. Do you have monthly workers there?
Yes, the university staff are monthly workers, and we give them that insurance.
With private firms?
Yes, with private firms.
Okay. So do you insure them that in case they lose their work, you will take over?
No. That one you cannot do insurance on that. No insurance company. That's it.
So you are running away. So if the person loses his or her job, the person should still pay.
So
this is a very good thing that you take into consideration.
Yes.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
Because I think losing job is more important than death. How many people will die? But this economy, people are losing their jobs. So
yeah.
Okay. So he's Mr. Who answered first? Daniel. Yeah. Daniel said financial markets and institution play intermediary role.
Okay.
Yes, they play intermediary role. They are in charge of making sure that cash flow efficiently throughout what? The economy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where those who have more than what they need to spend.
Yeah.
Will save or will bring it on board. And those who don't have but need money will go for it and use it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, by doing that, the economy is able to function well
Very
because
well.
people or agents can what? Work. Those who need money to support what they have to undertake businesses will what? Will do it.
Yeah.
It invites foreign direct investment. But if
Yeah.
they are coming
Yeah.
here and they don't have enough, they know they can what? Borrow to top up. Okay. It support domestic firms. SME. I don't know whether these commercial banks, I don't know whether they take up these SMEs. Because like they don't like risky ventures at all. So SMEs, domestic firm can also go for loan to what? Support their business. And this thing was going on very efficiently during Kufuor's time. When during Kufuor's time, getting loan was very easy. Microfinance was more than enough in the system.
So Kufuor came up with mass law.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kufuor came up with mass law to
fact,
take care of these loans. Yeah.
The success of financial inclusion started from Kufuor's regime because, in fact, he included the market women in the financial system. Seriously. He included them. Okay. Now we have two main ways of transferring money from those who have more to those who need. And in finance, we will determine them at surplus spending unit. Surplus spending unit, right? On this diagram, surplus spending unit, those that they have more than enough, that more than what they can spend. So they need somewhere to keep their money safe. For them, they're interested in keeping their money safe for them to be able to get their money back, or just investing their money. Investing their money where they don't have to be actively involved in what? Growing the money, but will get some what? Returns on it. And when these people do that, those who are called deficit spending units are those who need money. They'll go for it. We have two main ways funds are transferred from what? The surplus spending unit to the deficit spending unit. First one is direct finance. Direct finance. So if I see Solomon needs money, and Solomon comes to me that, oh, madam, I need money. If you can loan me this amount, and I give it to Solomon without passing through a financial market or a financial institution, then it's what? Direct what? Transfer, or what? Direct financing. Okay. Direct financing. Okay. But we have stopped this thing in Ghana. Why have we stopped this in Ghana? Because in fact, we have stopped it because when you give your money out to someone directly, they will not pay. But when they take you through the financial intermediaries, they pay. So we choose the latter one, which is what? Indirect financing or indirect transfer. So I'll just go and keep my money at the bank. I'll just go and keep my money at the bank or go and buy shares. Okay. Then they will in turn transfer it to you, give it to you with interest. Because myself, my money that I've put there, I'm expecting interest. I'm expecting the financial institution to what? Give me interest. Okay. Now we have two main financial intermediaries. We have financial market and financial institutions, right? Financial market, they are a place or a platform where securities are what? Traded. Where securities are what? Traded. And when we talk of securities, we are talking of bonds, shares, derivatives. So it's one of the indirect form of financing. If I buy shares, you don't even know me, I just buy it from maybe a stock exchange. Then they give it to you. Then you give me my dividend. If it's bond, I buy the bond. Then you use it to pay my interest every day. And this financial is what? Monitoring you, okay? If it's financial institutions, I probably do savings or do investment with them. Then they use it. Even now we are even borrowing to what? Government, right? Treasury bill. Those of us in the economy, those in the economy that have excess, they don't know what to do with the money. They will go and buy what? They don't have any need for the money. They go and buy what? Treasury bills. Then government will use it and pay what? Interest on it.
Interest.
Yeah. So it's better than keeping your money in your room. It's better than keeping your money under your pillow or digging a hole in your room to keep your money there, because we have inflation. Because if you understand the concept of time value of money, then it's better you do what? You send your money to the financial intermediaries for an interest, which will help to take off what? Inflation in future, okay? So we want to know types of financial market that we have. We have physical asset markets and financial asset market. When we talk of physical asset market, they are where rare assets are what? Traded. When we talk of rare asset, we are talking of assets that are tangible, that contribute directly to the development of what? An economy. Okay. So rare estate, schools, universities, they are contributing directly to what? Mining firms. They are contributing directly to what? To the development of the economy. And they are tangible, right? Unlike financial assets, where they'll just give you certificate, right? When we talk of that, you have ownership right in something. Okay. When we talk of financial asset market, we are talking of a platform where securities are what? Traded. Securities are traded. Okay. Then we have spot market and future market. Spot market is a market where transaction is executed immediately what? An agreement is made. Transaction is executed or delivered immediately what? Transaction is a contract or agreement is made. So if I buy shares, you deliver it to me now. That is on the spot. The transaction is what? Delivered. Okay. Then we have future market. Future market is where an agreement or a transaction is delivered what? In future. There are some things, sometimes the name of some terms will let you easily remember what its meaning, right? So spot market, future market. Now we go to money market and capital market. When we talk of money market, we are talking of a market where what? Short-term securities are what? Traded. Short-term securities are what? Traded, right? Then capital market is where long-term securities are what? Traded. Where long-term securities are what? Traded. We also have primary and secondary market. Primary and secondary market. Primary market is where new securities are traded. New securities are what? Traded. Then secondary market is where existing securities are traded. So when you want to sell shares, a firm wants to sell shares, those shares are seen as new and is traded in a primary market. Now, when later someone buys it and later the person wants to sell it to another person, then it's a secondary. It will be the dealings will be in a secondary market. We also have private market and public market. Private market and public market. In private market, normally we have small firms, firms who have not gone public, that normally interact there. They can just make a phone call. You can just go online. Now I can sit here and buy shares. One of the developments in finance, I can sit here and buy securities. So it's more of direct transactions there. Then we have public market. They involve the big firms, well-known firms who are mostly doing well-known. They are listed and they trade on what? A stock exchange, right? A stock exchange. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I can hear you, dog.
You can hear.
We have financial institutions. And when we talk of financial institutions, we are talking of banking and non-banking institutions, right? And we have types here. We have investment banks. What do investment banks do, right? Please, we are recording this thing, so if anything, mute yourself, okay? Now, in investment banking or investment banks, they are interested in helping firms to raise what? Helping firms to raise money. Raise money. They normally go into agreement with firms. They help them to develop shares or bond. Then they will buy it and sell it to what? Those who are interested in it. And then for them, okay? So that is what investment banking. We have commercial banks. We know they accept savings. They give us loan. And they do what again?
They invest.
They
invest too.
Yeah, investment too. Yeah. Then we have financial service corporation. For them, it's like they do everything. Those people, they do investment banking, commercial banking activity. They do insurance in addition. I don't know why I wrote. Okay, then we have credit union. Credit unions mostly is a group of people who have something in common that come together. Nowadays, they are abusing everything. If you say credit union, if it's teachers' credit union, teachers are joining. Now they see them bringing market women because they are more profit-centered than what the purpose of the name that they have, the kind of financial institution they are operating. They don't care. Because if not, credit union should be patronized by what? Members only. Okay, still it's patronized by members, but they should have something in common. By now, Clement was saying that market women and talking about those who work in the office and all that. Okay, So it's like
So Doc, when it comes to the credit union, we have different types of credit union. We have a parish-based credit union. We have other parish-based, like your church, let's say Catholic Church, and you have a credit union. It is only situated to those people in the church.
Okay.
And like the university setting, like the Catholic University, you also have a credit union. It's only for the university staff. But at the point where the credit union asset goes higher, you can decide to extend it to become a large credit union, like in our case. Our credit union is a large credit union.
Oh, now so every credit union is every credit union is now expanding. Yeah, I understand the expansion, but why don't you change your name then? Why don't you change it?
Because you don't pay tax.
Credit union don't pay tax.
No, you don't pay tax.
Really?
Yeah, you don't pay tax on your income or your profits.
You don't pay tax on your profits.
No, you don't pay tax.
I didn't know.
Don't pay tax. That's why
they are liberating. Hey, so how does the government see you as how do you call this thing? NGOs or something?
No, as non-financial institution.
None. Even you're doing everything banking does. Non-financial institution. You are a financial institution. You can't say you are not financial institution. You can't say non-financial. What do you mean by non-financial? You are accepting savings. You are giving out loans. They say you're not financial institution.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That
you are a financial institution.
Credit unions, per regulation, are just supposed to work within their territory. So that concept still holds at the government level, but yet they keep on extending and still. We are waiting for one day that the government will realize and
they are looking for every avenue to get tax. So very soon they will come to you. I think you are not many, you are few. That's why they are not mining. When they come, they will not get money compared to you levy. Do you get me? So they are not mining you.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. All right. I never knew you people don't credit union don't pay tax.
We don't pay tax. We don't pay tax.
Okay, we have pension funds. As you are working, you have to plan your pension, right? So they accept savings or investment for what? For pension. So when you go on retirement, you can get some money or you can get regular money. I've been wondering, managing our retirement pension fund, is it the way they've make it compulsory in Ghana to maybe save with snakes? Is it everywhere? Because as at now, it's only lectures in the main universities. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Yeah. That they are managing their own pension fund. But every other person, especially the private firm, even if you don't pay on time, you have they will charge you extra, right? From the way things are going, I was really hoping they will allow us to manage our own pension fund. If you don't manage your pension fund, you grow, then you become hungry. It's your own doing, right? Okay. Now I was wondering, do you have any country that you can decide how to manage your?
I'm not sure.
You are not sure?
I'm not sure of that.
Maybe I'll decide that my man, I'll keep it at the bank and use it to buy treasury bill. So yeah, so like I go on retirement, then I'll be withdrawing it. As I'm withdrawing it, I'm still investing. You get me? I'm still investing there. Okay, then we have that's it. We have life insurance. I should have just made it. What? Please, someone is. I hear. Excuse me. I can hear a voice at the background. Hello. Okay. Insurance company. I don't know why I made the life insurance. It should be it should have been insurance companies.
Yeah, it should have been insurance company because now they do a lot of things.
Yeah. we have life and we have general, right? So I should have just made insurance company. I don't know why I brought life there. So insurance company, they are interested in what accepting what premium and indemnifying you when the loss you insured against occurs. Okay. All right. Then we have mutual
Hello,
fund.
Doc.
Yes.
Yeah, regarding the pension, what do you call the insurance or the pension thing you just raised? Is it if government do not put those measures in place, is if we take the population of the whole country, 95% of them are not financially literate. So you as a finance person will be able to make a wise decision by investing that particular pension money into a profitable areas that will yield dividends for you at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
But the remaining 95% who have no clue about what fund, even some of us who have done accounting still have problem with investment decision when it comes to the finance
Even some
perspective.
have, but some will have the knowledge, but to implement will be difficult because their expenses is more than their income. So if all the money comes to them,
Exactly.
they
So
find it difficult to. It's investing itself is a discipline. You have to discipline yourself. It's like staying with one man, staying with one woman. It's discipline, right? If you don't discipline yourself, you can't. Okay. So what you are saying, it makes sense. But here is the case. Here is the case. They are not managing it well. Those that are supposed to manage it well, they are not. And we've been hearing research always telling us that, oh, if you don't take care by this time, and the time they give to me, I'm included. Oh, the period they give means I'm included. I might not enjoy any of my contributing to SNAIT. So whenever I hear it, I'll just
that alone to even tell you the danger.
Yeah.
That even with all those government restrictions that we should even the individual appointed by government to manage Eastern Okra is even still a problem.
If UTAC have been
so
able to,
it tells you how we.
If UTAC have been able to move out, I believe we can move out. Just that these people, they are afraid of, this lecture. They are afraid of people with knowledge. But when they talk, when they say anything, they will talk. When they say this, they will say something. These people will say something. So that is it. That is it. So if they have been able to move out, everyone can. I believe everyone has some right that they can move out, but they don't have the knowledge or they don't have. And when one person cannot fight for something, all of you have to come together and be one united to fight for it. And they were united and they fought for it. Okay. So I believe there is a way, but anyways, 95% cannot, either because they don't have knowledge or they have the knowledge. But Ghana, we believe that for you to be able to live for a month, for your next salary to come, is just by the grace of God. We believe that even taking care of children is by the food we eat is by the grace of God. When we look at the price of food, and so that you look at your income, in fact, it shouldn't be possible, right? But anyways, so we are just praying that the research will not be so. It wouldn't be so. Okay. We want to know recent development in what? Financial institution. And it's what? Technology advancement. Today I can sit here and borrow. I can borrow on my phone. I can borrow on my phone. Okay? I can borrow on my phone. So technology advancement. I can borrow from US. I can buy shares from US. I can invest in US. Using my phone, using my computer, using my tablet. Okay. So the next one is globalization. Now, correlation between countries is very high that what is affecting this country, some is also affecting the other countries. The correlation is very high. The relationship is very high. So that is globalization. Now, the recent development is very good, right? That I can sit here and just invest in US. That I don't need to. If I need money right now, as I'm sitting here lecturing, I can just take my phone and borrow. It's a good thing. But then, every good thing has its what? Disadvantage. It has what? Its disadvantage. Okay. Now, what is happening is that national economies are being exposed to new, unexpected shocks because of what? Globalization. So central banks now have to take these things into consideration to be able to what? Manage our financial system in a way that will what? Positively affect the economy. We are also saying that large amount of capital move quickly around the what? The world. It moves quickly. I say I'm here, I can just buy shares from US. My mother has moved from Ghana to US like within a twinkle of an eye, within 5 minutes. I've been able to buy shares from US. So my money has moved to US. So money is moving quickly around the economy.
Dog, you can even buy shares for my credit union, even after here.
Union. You know,
yeah,
you
don't need to be here.
I'm a finance person, but I don't trust any finance in Ghana. But your own, when we buy shares, it's like you are members, right?
Yeah, when you buy shares, you are member.
So my own like this. I will demand for big amount.
Yeah, I will give you. I'll give you. You don't have a problem.
Okay. Let's see.
And now you don't need to come to Winneba before you open accounts. You know,
yeah,
I'm at Winneba.
Okay.
So we are in charge of the virtual account.
I can just be here and open account through my computer or phone.
Yes, you can open account through your phone or through your computer. Then we get the account for every month. We can deduct you from bank standing order. You can buy your shares online without here. Even when you want a loan, I can do the loan, everything here. You don't need to come to me, but you credit you.
Yeah,
simple.
I get my money.
Then you are a member. Sharp cry. Your husband can join everybody.
Hey, are you marketing? Are you the marketing officer there? Okay.
No.
Now, I want us to discuss a very common concept under finance. That is time value of money. Time value of money. Clement, since you want me to buy your shares in your credit union, can you start?
Yes. So the time value of money, we are looking at if you have 1,000 cedis. Now, let's say you used to have, like your mother went to UK in December and he gave you, let's say, 10 pounds or 100 pounds. Now, if
you are in Ghana, let's use Ghana cedi. Our Ghana cedi is not strong. It is depreciating always. But let's use it. If you don't use it,
so let's use Ghana
cedi.
So if you were to buy a car Corolla in December and you didn't buy it, and you kept that 50,000 in your account, now due to the time that has passed now, that 50,000, I don't think I even buy a Kia Picanto now.
Now,
Dog,
now,
now
we don't want share. Now, I don't even know whether I should think of buying a car again. My small car, I will use it to. Like when I was buying a small car, I planned like, I want to use small car. Then I will go and buy big one. When I'm coming, people know yes, I've arrived. As I stand here. The car I want to buy, you know, the price has multiplied by itself. We said it. So that is it. Okay, who else?
All right. Doc.
Yes.
The term value of money, what in simple terms it means is that our amount of money held today is worth more than our amount of money held tomorrow.
Okay, Solomon, so the amount of money you have today is more than what?
It's worth more than
the same amount
of money that
tomorrow
you will get tomorrow, because if you invest that money today, it will what earn from interest, and when that interest added to what you are holding, it will more than the same amount that will be held tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, so that's one way of looking at it. That if you invest the money today, you get some interest. And interest is a kind of inflation is taken into consideration. There's a lot of things. Inflation is part of, and then all other things being held constant. Not like this strange inflation that we got 50-something percent.
No,
that one doesn't work. But all things being held equal, you should be able to what afford the same thing with the same money, right? So what there's another way of explaining it. Who can explain it? Another person. Time value of money. Why a money we have today is worth more than the same amount tomorrow. Any other person? No, this one, guys, is a mass. So everyone is here.
Yeah, everyone is here, Doc.
Clement have talked, Daniel have talked, Solomon.
Yes,
After who else have talked? I don't want to give my attendance mark to any wrong person behind. Please, who else is talking? Attendance is there. The participation too is there. So if you attend lectures always, I will divide it by the number of lectures you have. Then you have what you have. Okay. Then contribution. Every day you must talk. You must contribute. And you must contribute. Some days I'll just come here, give you the topic and sit down. Then you teach me. You explain everything to me. Okay. Who else?
Oh, anyhow.
Nothing.
Don't worry, very soon we will become your TA. Don't worry.
Okay. All right. So Daniel, are you talking? He has explained why a money we have, an amount we have today is worth more than the same amount tomorrow. He has explained it. He has looked at it in one way. So I want you to use another medium to address the same issue. Use another explanation or another reasoning to explain the same issue.
For me, I think they have explained what I know. Holding all other factors constant, we expect that the money can do more when you invest. Because the assumption is that there will not be inflation that will erase the gains that you're supposed to make. So when you invest, that additional interest rate that you will earn on it will make it more than as it was. Assuming it was 1,000 Ghana cedis and you have 5% interest being paid to you every year. You invest for 5 years. So the expectation is that in the next 5 years, some additional 100 Ghana cedis could be added or more. So that you will be having 1,000. Okay, 1,100 instead of just 1,000 Ghana.
Let's say I want to build, right? I want to build, then I have some money there, and maybe I'm very busy as at then, so I'm not building now. Apart from, okay, let's say I want to build, and I'm just piling the money in my room, right? Apart from advising me, I should go invest so that I'll get interest on it. What else will you tell me?
Personally, then I will ask you to acquire non-perishable building materials. For example, iron rocks, I will ask you to buy it down. Tiles, I will ask you to buy it down.
Okay.
Because those things doesn't expire, it doesn't deteriorate with time.
Okay.
So
that
in case prices increasing in the near 2-3 years time, you would have made gains as if that you have invested that money.
okay. So that's good. That's good. It's either you invest or you buy now. It's either you invest or what? You buy now to save yourself from what? Your money deteriorating, devaluing. So that is it. Because now, you know, egg they fry egg 5 cedi. Egg 5 cedi.
It's serious. Inflation is yes.
Egg 5. Meanwhile, they are saying this inflation has slowed down, but I don't know.
No.
5 cedis. Egg is 5 cedis.
No,
I know children like
politicians. If you want to follow politicians' statement, you'll get heart attack. So I will please you close
you
your
advise
mind
me not to follow them.
statement.
I don't follow them. I don't.
No.
I'm one person. I don't trust any of them. I don't trust any of them. I don't trust them. If I know that if one person wants to even make a change, it will not work. But majority of them are. So I don't trust any of them. But it's very bad. I just that you think of so by the time your child gets to university, how much will you pay? Just be thinking. Okay. So that is it. The inflation. So now, if you want to do anything, you do it what? Now. If you not do it what? Invest the amount. Okay. So that is what.
Doc,
yeah.
So what is the other explanation of time value of money?
Yeah, I
Apart
said
from
it.
the other explanation of time value of money.
Yeah. So he said that the amount, he said if the amount will be worth more than tomorrow, because now you can invest the money and by future you get what? Higher amount. So if I invest 1 cedi and I have 20% in interest, then by tomorrow I'm getting 1 cedi 20%. So I'm better off, right? I'm better off. Another way is that I will explain is that if I have 1 cedi that can afford what? Egg now. If you have 1 cedi that can what? Afford what? Egg now.
Egg now.
Tomorrow it will not be able to afford it. So meaning that what?
So it means
the money
that
has depreciated.
Yes. So it means that the value of money declines for passage of time.
Yes, over
the
a
value of
period
money
of time.
All right.
Over a period of time, yeah. Okay, so that is, I think you've said everything. So let me learn and add the others to it. You know the concept, so I don't need to repeat. We have future value. Future, when you talk of future value, is you wanting to predict an amount you have now. You want to predict that what will be its worth in future time, in future. Okay. And by doing that, we do what? We compound. There's a compounding factor. We compound. We compound. I said we are not going to solve here. That not going to solve any question here. I'm not going to solve any question with you here. Okay. I just need you to understand the concept. All right. And if you want to, well, if you have forgotten how to solve it, you go and revise. We have present value. Present value, I always tell finance students that present value is very important to us. Anytime you hear we are valuing something, we are talking about present value, right? Because sometimes the thing we are valuing, the cash flow that are coming from it is futuristic, and we want to know it now. We don't want to be deceived that we have 100 Ghana cedi, when in reality, when we bring the money down now, it will be what? Lesser. Do you get me? So present value is determining the current value of what? A future amount. A future amount. Do you have any lady here? So I've not heard any lady's voice. Oh.
I think Doris is not supposed to be part. Doris, who's a lecturer?
Is he part of you?
Yes.
Is he part
Yes.
of the five? Is he supposed to be part of the five, or when is she joined to be 6?
No, if she joins, it will be 6.
Okay.
Yeah, if she joins, it will be 6.
Okay, so
The number will be 6.
we don't have a lady here.
For now,
Well, I was just coming to tell the lady, you know, ladies, the reason why when a man promises us money, we want to give it to us now, right? We want to take the money now. It's because when you promise us that you are going to give us money this time, maybe by the time you give it to us, we cannot buy what we want to use it to what? Buy.
Right.
So when you promise us some money that, oh, I'll give you this, or maybe I want to buy pomade, then I tell my man that, oh, I want to buy pomade. This is the price now. Give it to me, say future. If I know that I come and tell you tell me in future, I will add some to it to take off what? Inflation.
Inflation.
Yeah. So sometimes some men will complain that, hey, their wife, the price they've added some to it is for them to take off what? Inflation. Okay. So when you promise future, if someone promises you money, they give you money, they don't 20,000. Don't think you have 20,000. 20,000 you get in future is the same 20,000 you have now. This is when some people will start planning. I'll buy this. They'll go and ask price of things now. I'll buy this. I'll buy this. By the time it get there, it will not what. So always finance, because of the knowledge, finance officers, finance who want to know the value now. Do you get me? If you are doing investment and a capital budgeting, if you want to know the NPV, that is the difference between what? The cash inflow and the cash outflow. The cash outflow we are spending now, and we have what? Estimated cash flows over the period. Those money is in futuristic. We cannot subtract the raw amount from what? The current investment money we are letting out. So we have to now discount all those money to what? Its present form. Before we take it out from what? The amount we spent now. Then we know the actual profit, the profit we are making now. Do you get me? So finance, we are very much interested in present value. Now let's go to annuity. Annuities was series of equal payments made at a regular interval over a period of time. Right? So can we take salaries as a form of annuity? Because you are being given a specific amount over a period at an equal interval over what? This one doesn't have specified period. Let's say a contract, right? And they are paying you over a specified period. Okay. Because if salary, maybe we'll term it at perpetuity. We don't know when it will end. Okay. Now let's look. And annuity, we have ordinary annuity and annuity do. I always read it this way to explain to my students. Ordinary, it is ordinary because mostly we receive payment at the end of the period. If you are receiving your salary, it's what? At the end of the month, right? Most income we receive at the end of a period. Annually, monthly, weekly. Most of our addition is what? End of the period. That's why we call it ordinary, because that is normally what we do, right? So if you are receiving as equal amount at equal interval at the end of a period at the end of specific interval over a period, then it's ordinary annuity. Then when it comes when we get to annuity due, we are talking about you are receiving the payment at the beginning of the period. Okay. Now let's look at perpetuity. We are just revising some terms. Perpetuity is where equal amount is paid for an infinite period. That we don't know when it will end. Okay. So for an infinite period, for example, if a firm is paying a specified amount over a long period, the firm has been giving dividends, a specified amount, the same amount over a period, and we don't know when to end, so we can see it as what? Perpetuity. Okay. All right. And we have uneven cash flow. Sometimes the money we receive, the cash flows or the monies we receive, the cash flow that come in, they are what? They are not equal. They are not equal. So still finance people would discount it to get the present value. Then we have amortized loans. Clement. Hello, Clement.
Doc, please, I'm here.
Clement, please. How do you, the financial institutions, calculate your amortization? Because like when we calculate, it's different from the way you calculate. And
Doc,
also,
it's different. It will be different from yours. We know.
it's different from the way. So what? How are people manipulating the thing to get more money? And another problem I have is, if you take your loan schedule, then you realize that the amount you pay at the early stages of your loan, most of it is made up of interest, which make it difficult for people to clear their loan.
Their loans.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for people to clear their loans. Because some people, they are not comfortable with loans. Something happened, they came for the loan.
Yes.
I wonder why at the beginning of the schedule, you are paying more interest. So you pay the money, by the time you go, you want to maybe clear it. By the time you
pay
go,
more interest on the first 3 months.
there will be no interest on the first 3 months.
No, I'm saying that you pay higher interest as the loan repayment starts.
It's not only first 3 months too. Sometimes the first year, I mean, maybe you take loan for 3 years. See that the interest is a chunk of it. So at the end of the day, you think you have paid your amount to them level, you want to go and clear it. By the time you go, the amount then, and I feel it's corruptible. Like this is how I feel. I think that the financial institutions are just finding a way for you to owe to the end. But when you go and they even tell you the amount, you don't feel like clearing the amount.
Yeah, you don't feel like clearing
that. The difference will not be much. So you don't feel like clearing. But I don't think in those well-developed economies, this is there. Now I've not taken loan from there before, and I've not had discussion with someone who have taken loan from there. But I somehow feel it's not the same there. It's like Ghanaians, we always find way to exploit others. Do you get me? To exploit like those?
Yes, yeah, it's true. It's true. It's
But
very true.
I don't really get it.
Just last week, one of my MBA lecturers and he's a doctor of finance. So when he came, he wanted a loan, and he came and I took him through, and I gave him the interest rate. I took him through the interest and the schedule. At the end, he came out with the amortization calculation from his side. And he realized that no, the difference, the calculation we are giving is different. He said, no, he wants to see the loan department. No. He didn't take the loan. I told him that, Master, with what you taught in the class, we are doing different. So you have to accept it.
So we don't know.
So, Doc, I believe what you are saying is true.
Okay. Efficient market hypothesis. Efficient market hypothesis is one of the world recognized theory in finance. It is well known, well recognized. It indicates that all information reflects in what? in stock price in such a way that you as an investor, you cannot outbeat the economy consistently. It means that if you're able to, if you're able to be making profit out of maybe buying and selling of shares, it should be purely out of luck. It should not be because you're able to identify some gap that you use it to your what? Your benefit. Okay. So that's what they are saying. They are saying that every information reflects in the stock price. And if every information reflects in the stock price, then it will be very difficult for you to what? Beat the market. Consistently make profit from the market. So someone cannot be like, I'm taking buying and selling of securities as a full-time job. Okay. Now we have levels of market efficiency. We have level of market efficiency. Mean that in a normal sense, all other things being held constant, if a market is efficient, there shouldn't be mispricing, there shouldn't be underpricing, overpricing that someone can take advantage of to make profit. If market is efficient, there shouldn't be anything like information asymmetry. And I hope you understand information asymmetry. Information asymmetry, where some people have information you don't have, hence they're able to make profit, and some do not. Okay, so that is it. So we have levels of market efficiency. We have weak form, and we say weak forms that the stock price reflects past information. It reflects historical information or historical data. Okay, so meaning that you cannot capitalize on historical data to outsmart the market. Okay, then we have semi-strong and semi-strong. That one reflects, what have I written? All information, all public, okay, all publicly available information. That is what past information plus present information. Okay, so any information available, the stock price will reflect it. Hence, you cannot outbid if you know you have this information. Then the strong one reflects all pertinent information. And by that, we are talking of it reflects even privately known information, right? We have insiders have some information people don't have. Even if you don't have, the stock price should reflect it so that that insider himself cannot outsmart the market. Okay, so that is it. Efficient market hypothesis. And
so Doc. Hello, Doc.
Yeah, I'm listening.
I want to find out among the three, which of them works in Ghana? Or which of them is practical? Among the three levels of market efficiency, which of them is practical?
Which of them is practical in Ghana?
Yes.
So in Ghana, I don't think the strong. I don't really deal with the financial market. No, the truth is that personally, the Bible says something when the foundation is weak. What can the righteous do? In fact, because our foundation is weak, I don't take risks with the small money I earn. I don't take.
The semi-strong doesn't work.
The strong will not work because in Ghana, people normally have insider information. People normally have there's insider information that you don't know. That others know, and they capitalize on it, and they move. So even though I don't deal with a financial institution, looking at the Ghanaians and the economy and people and politicians and people in positions, and the small experience that I've realized that no matter what, even if the first and the week and the same week is working in Ghana, which even I doubt, I don't think the third and even I don't think the whole world this strong. You know, a finance they just have theories and fallacies that are not realistic. That are not realistic. Like the concept of Monaghan and Milan. Always they assume that in an efficient market. There's no efficient market in the real world. Okay, in the real world, there's no efficient market. There's no so even I don't think even in the world is working. But I don't deal with financial institutions. I don't own shares. I've never owned shares before. I'm not a bondholder. I don't have money to be giving for people to borrow that huge for me. The only bond I have is Treasury risk free, which even now we are afraid.
It's no longer risk free.
Even now the Treasury bill, we are afraid.
It's no longer risk free. Yes.
We are afraid. We don't know whether you should buy
so
Treasury bill or you should buy
Doc, in the efficient market. Yeah, so Doc, in the efficient markets, even if there is that strong sort of form of market, the arbitrages would frustrate the system and bring it that particular semi-strong or to the weak form so that they can continue to make their sort of cut or profit they want to make.
Yes. People don't care about the economy in general. Leaders have become more centered and self-centered, right? Naturally, we are all self-centered because I'll think of myself first before I think of you, right? But there should be rules. That's why institutions is very important in every organization, in every economy, in everything. Institutions is very important. Okay. So naturally we are all selfish. One amount of selfishness, I might not hurt you, but imagine there's a job opening. I'll tell the one I like and the one I don't like. I will not tell the one I don't like. You get it? I didn't give them fair share. If there's information about making money, I'll make it first before, even if I'll tell you, I'll make it first. Do you get me? Because when everyone knows and we all rush, okay, if government didn't collapse, I don't know, this Unibank, according to government, they were not performing well. They even said GN Bank was not performing well, but as a standard, information are coming out. So according to government, they were not performing well. So there was, we will say, information asymmetry, right? What's happening here? I said, I don't know. So maybe I would have opened my bank account there. Maybe I would have done huge investment there because I didn't know, right? Now the person, the inside, the one knows, will maybe he will withdraw all his money. Rather than, for a bank to collapse, all of us have to rush there at a time that want to take our money. So even those Ponzi firms that we claim, like what's the name? Men's Gold and DKM that we claim. Yeah, they were Ponzi firms. Ponzi firm can last for a very long time, right? As long as we all don't rush there at a point that want to take our money. But when there is transformation out, all of us will rush there. How would there's no way they will survive, even if they were making profit, even if it was not a Ponzi scheme, it wouldn't survive. Imagine we all rush to GCB that want our money.
The fund report.
It will collapse. Not for them. Unless they use a taxpayers' money to support it. Half of them, maybe they'll use taxpayers' money to support it. Now, imagine we all run to Zenith Bank that want to withdraw our money. It will collapse. So no matter sometimes this information asymmetry, well, this insiders, they will not let you know. They will not let you know. Now they are employing people. They are employing not every government sector is employing. But you wouldn't know. Yeah. You wouldn't know. because I have someone who told me Waterworks is employing, a lot of companies are employing now. Waterworks is employing, people are employing, but you won't hear PIM. You won't hear. Even if you apply, they will not mind you. They won't mind you. This is how when you come up for. If when you come up for there, you will lose. You get me? Because Waterworks is a bad. Know about Waterworks. Someone told me, the person is a pastor, so people come to him. Oh, they apply. They've opened it, so, but they will tell, I want to employ you, so you bring it. I want to employ you, you bring it. Politicians are sending theirs and all that. By the time that's why at the end of the day, you see that they've employed this number of people. They've employed them all, but you don't know when they open their they didn't advertise it, but they've employed them. You get me? So inside the information there, that's it. So now, how many hours did we spend?
We spent 2 hours, 2 hours and then some 15 minutes, or 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yes, or let's say 2 hours, effectively 2 hours.
Okay. 2 hours there. I can't talk if I talk again. So let me leave you all. It's 9. So let me leave you all, right? The lecture is ended. Next week, this Sunday, Saturday, right?
Yeah, Saturday.
And this Saturday is a different time. It's not morning, right?
Yeah.
So this Saturday, I'll be fast, right? I'll be fast enough so that maybe I will not make it more discussive, so that I can present a paper. But the third meeting, you have to present a paper.
Hey.
Did you read? Do you read your destiny?
What?
Your course outline.
Yeah, you've read it all.
So in the third meeting, you pick one paper and you are presenting. I just wanted to present first so that you see, because some people, when they say do PowerPoint, they'll do PowerPoint for me. Some people, they'll just copy and paste it and come and read it to me.
So
they didn't even read to understand. They just copy the same thing and come and read it to me.
So the
and also, by presenting it, I'll be explaining certain things so that it will help you to come out with a good paper, right?
That will help, Doc. And also, my emphasis is on the research problem so that we can identify the way you want it, like gap. Doc, that side, I'm interested. So do your presentation so that we can learn from that.
Okay.
I hope you can give us your slides.
Okay, I can. Okay. I can send it to you. I'll put it on the platform.
Okay.
And the recording as well.
And the recording link as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
The recording, I'll put it on my YouTube channel. Go and download. Very soon, I want to start making money, dollars. So I want dollars because the Ghana city is not satisfying me at all. So I want to use YouTube. So you watch it very well. So YouTube will start giving me money. Watch it online before you download. Okay.
Okay, Doc.
All right. So
Doc, please, you said your YouTube account.
It's Victoria Abdul, like, yeah.
Doc, you can send us the link. You can open your YouTube and share the link.
No, just go and search Victoria Bentas. You see me.
Okay.
Doc,
you are all over the internet. You are international doctor.
Okay. All right. So it's bye for now.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.